Alrighty. Required mass for 100% absorption is 2.5 tons for lead and 2.9 tons for igneous rock. Okay. Those are the two best things for that, huh? Let's say this is sweep only, crude oil out of 6. And so as I sweep this, I can tell them to put that over there. Okay. Let's see. 200 rads. Well, it looks like these are doing something. Doing something. I don't know if it's a lot, but it's... I think it was at like 600 rads or something, so that seems like it's less than it was. How about... Let's try igneous rock. Let's try swapping over igneous rock on these guys. And then an extra lead tile row right there, just at the angle that it's coming through there. It's a lot of radiation, yes. It's basically a reactor made to make radiation. It's not the too best, but you thought igneous rock could be cheap and easy material. Okay. Okay, we'll see if that does even better. So is it about 200 rads earlier? We'll see after they replace all those if that'll be any better. All right, let's sweep all that up. There. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have to set up. Do I want this? Do I want to do a cooling loop here? Yes, I want to use a thermal aqua tuner in this room for a cooling loop. Do I need any materials to make a thermal aqua tuner out of steel? Yes, I do. I need a lot of steel over here. So a single thermal aqua tuner will need about 900 more steel. So let's send steel over. So let me get rid of what's here. What's currently in there? Plastic. All right, we'll send a little bit of extra plastic. That's fine. And what we want to request is steel. I don't know. I really wish I knew what a unit was. Does anybody know how much a unit of steel is? How many units do I have to send of steel? I have no idea what a unit is. Conveyor loaders. So I need to send like 900 kilograms, about a ton of steel is what I need to send. What is the purpose of the radiation? You create rad bolts, which are used in research, in interplanetary launching. I have a rad bolt engine that uses that for fuel. I don't know what absolute units means. You cause cancer and then you treat cancer. There you go. I don't know. I guess I'll just send extra. What is it? Manufactured steel. And I'm not even sure. Okay. Oh, here we go. Conveyor loader can 1,000 kilograms. That's 1 ton. So loading this up all the way once should actually be what I need. So let me just have it gated right now until they fill this all the way up once. And then I guess we'll see how many units we need to let through, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if unit equals kilograms, but okay, so there we go. Let's reset this until this is empty. So that let 500 units in. Reset it again. The 2 shipments through, clear it out. Okay, so it looks like that might be about a ton is what 500 units is. That's a guess, but this guy, I need to change you to right there. Okay. All right, that should be enough steel once it gets over there for a thermal aqua tuner. How's this guy doing in here? You doing research? You doing well? Breathable gas. Made about a stack of databanks. How much? What is this storing? Oxalite. 5 tons of oxalite. Okay. And there's just a tiny bit of carbon dioxide. Okay, you're doing well. Reminds you of the time when people were starting to discover radiation, like all the wacky stuff people did with it, radon pills and so on. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what we're doing here. Okay. Why have they not done this yet? Let me tell them to dig this out first. Maybe then we'll get them to do it. Okay, so thermal aqua tuner. Where would I want to place the thermal aqua tuner? Yeah, steel's getting here. Probably. Gosh, I kind of want to clean up this oil. I don't want this oil to be here. I'm going to deconstruct this and then clean up the oil that spills out. We overfilled this by a lot. I had a donation. Oh, favorite conspiracy theory. Well, thanks for the $3, Idiots Anonymous. Favorite conspiracy theory. What an interesting question. Aliens. Aliens. That's all I got. Just aliens. Nothing more than that. Just aliens. You know, I can push this out if I build a tile in there and then mop this all up. Your favorite conspiracy theory is that Rand is in charge and isn't just a puppet of the chair, or that Pie Boy retired peacefully from his job as Her Royal Majesty's pie taster and in fact was promoted to Her Royal Majesty's pie poison assassin. Nice. Nice, those are some good conspiracy theories. God, I don't even follow conspiracy theories, so I don't even know if I have a good answer for favorite. I'm gonna guess that anonymous thing was from Saucer asking about conspiracy theories. All right, we'll do the rest of that. Okay, did we get enough for utilities? Thermal aqua tuner steel. Missing 200 still. Is there still some coming? Looks like we got it all. So we got 700 kilograms. Surely we got more than that. I guess not. I was sure we sent. Is there some still in flight? No. All right. Well, we're gonna send one more. Full load, I guess. Steel. Oh my gosh, there's the Saucer donation. 10 frickin' gift subs from Saucer. Yikes. That wasn't you? Well, that one was. You have a standard operating procedure when it comes to sub donations, and it's that. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, welcome or welcome back, anybody who just got a gifted sub, because holy shnikes. Holy shiznaisel. It's been a while since we've had a sub bomb like that. Hopefully we have enough steel here. We should still have lots of steel, right? We have 10 tons of steel currently. Okay. Not a whole lot, but it's a decent amount.
Subscribing, Unana. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, Unana.
And
subscribing, Unana. Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
I should let all that through there. Printables, what do we got? Sure.
Subscribing.
Real conspiracy, you actually don't particularly like Rand, you just like when he vents humans. There you go. So FTL conspiracies, huh? Favorite FTL conspiracy? That Glade Beam is actually a good weapon. Oh. Snap. Just dissing on Glaive Beam now. Supporting rand means we all get more randomness. That's right. The real randomly making random people randoms just to randomly be random. It's good times. Good time. Let me do priority 9 so this gets done. Let me do cleaning. No, not cleaning. Move debris into liquid. Add a 9 to pick up all that stuff. Because we might actually get this build done today, maybe. Let's get power as well. Maybe not, though, because again, this is only three duplicants trying to do all this stuff. Now we need to get piping with a thermal aqua tuner. There it is. Steel thermal aqua tuner. Let's do that right. Oh, how do I want to do this? So the stuff is going to be coming in really hot here. Then it's going to transfer its heat through there. And it's going to go through here. So this will be where it's coldest, I guess. So maybe right here. We'll go with that. Yeah, I think that'll work. True story, Ran is actually the first Twitch streamer you ever subbed to. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll permit you, silly device. You are convinced that FTL is out to get Rand. He simply knows if Rand is on a roll and likes to throw curveballs at Rand. Notice the type of a dupe that person chose. Certain death or cake, and guess who it is? It's Otto, who can't make the decision. That's funny. Otto! Alright, well, let's do the insulated pipes. And I think I want all this water. Do I want it all to dump next to the thermal aqua tuner? Is that how I want to do this? Because we want liquid bridges for a cooling loop to go through. So we do this, this, this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Subscribing, ooh na na. Thanks for subscribing to the channel.
Maybe like right there. Oh, I'll probably need a steel vent in here too. How much gold? That's over temperature 50. That'll only be 100. Yeah, that won't be hot enough. So I am glad I did extra steel. Hopefully that will be all the steel I'll need in here. Hey, Shogi just gifted a sub too. Nice, thanks, Shogi. Gift and sub, silly device. A silly device not subbed. Something has gone horribly wrong. Okay. Alright, anything I'm doing over here in the meantime? I can start getting this set up. So if I do this in that direction, that I think will... Hey, start fueling our rocket. Nice. Takes 4,000 rad bolts. That'll take a while. But alright, nice. Okay. How's this guy doing up here? A lot of data banks. Still got 5.3 tons of oxalite, so he's doing great. I'll probably bring this guy back up or back down after we finish the stream. While this is getting fueled, what do I want to add to this thing? We have a drill cone. Enables a rocket to drill into interstellar debris and collect gas, liquid, and solid resources from space. That's cool. Haven't done that yet. We will need an oxidizer, right? Do you need an oxidizer even for Radbolt engine? I don't even know if you need an oxidizer for that. Let's build the parts that we know we need. So that would be a... I think we need a basic nose. Solo Spacefarer nose cone. If I send a single guy out. Make that out of, like, cobalt here. Unreachable build. Okay. Mafic rock. Okay. Okay, that should be able to reach everything, I think, there. That'll take a while to fuel, that's for sure. Okay. He is the silly device. We can't put him on doors if he's not subbed, right? I mean, I read that somewhere in the FTL door manual thingy. You know it. You know it. Man, I cannot get them to dig over here. I guess they did once. Again, it's three dudes over here taking forever to do anything. They're just slow. Give them a break. They're slow. I guess I will queue up the steam turbine and just they'll eventually make the thing. There. Power. There. Okay. Maybe build a second rad generator on the other side of the reactor. Yeah, I was thinking about that to increase the rad bolt generation. The rocket takes enough that I think it will be worth. I'm kind of having to micromanage this a lot to not waste rad bolts or have them run into the ground or stuff, but where can I put one here? Put one right up there and point it up left seems good. I'll need power for that. Heavy watt conductive wire. Probably should not do that out of lead here. I can probably do that out of iron here. Why is that unreachable? Oh, because I put this metal tile there. That's why. Oh, speaking of radiation. 100, okay. It definitely, this, I don't know if it's the extra metal tiles or the igneous rock that it's made out of, but it's definitely less radiation here right now. Oh, yep, and I saw it go up a little bit from that tile going away. It's just mass. Okay. WTF are rad bolts? It's radiation is one of the big major new mechanics of progression in the okay, looks like yeah, it doesn't need an oxidizer on for that engine. For the DLC. You just saw the beam went and was redirected by the little transmitter. Yeah, they're called rad bolt reflectors. These things, look at, this is the, give me 5 minutes while it saves. This is called a research reactor, which basically creates a crap ton of heat and radiation from enriched uranium that we're collecting on another planet and sending over here, or another asteroid. These little things are called rad bolt generators, which just needs to be in radiation, shoots those rad bolts, and then they get reflected to where you want to take them. And we're using those rad bolts to do things like create diamonds occasionally, launch materials between planets. These interplanetary launchers need to be fueled by rad bolts. And this engine that we just created recently is the highest tech thing. Uses rad bolts as fuel to fly around space. All right, so what's the next thing I want to add here? You know what? I think I should have done the drill cone. I think I do want to fly around and try drill cone stuff since I haven't done that. Cartographic module. Yes, I want that. That will map space as we go around. I'm actually going to deconstruct this guy. I want to change that. I want to have the... I want to go around drilling stuff while mapping space is the next plan I want to do. Sounds cool. I still have the small Weezewort farm on the left. I do. I should deconstruct that because that's just eating power for no good reason. And it's actually probably... Maybe that's what was causing our Radbolt stuff over here. Maybe that was my problem. Maybe that was messing stuff up over here somehow. I don't know how, but maybe. Okay, we've got our thermal aqua tuner. We will want... I kind of don't want the pipes to be going through the metal. I think I could go this way. Insulated pipes. So go in there. Overflow goes there. That goes out through there. And this is going to be our cooling loop right there. That is made out of igneous rock. That should be fine. And then we want automation. This needs to be made out of steel. Liquid pipe sensor, thermosensor made of steel. That's cheap at least. And then we need our automation wires made out of steel. There. That I think might be the last stuff we need made out of steel for this thing, I hope. Germ-based diseases, yeah, whatever. You wanted me to show Saucer that what I started with. It's a massive leap from Weezeworts to that huge reactor. That's true, yeah. We've made, I mean, we're on over 1,000 cycles in. If you want to see what all crazy builds, this is one of our biggest builds we made, this giant research reactor creating heat that our steam turbines are turning into power. Down here at the very bottom of our base is one of my favorite builds we've ever done. And that is I'm taming 1, 2, 3 minor volcanoes to give me heat and igneous rock from this giant steam turbine room, which is actually running out of heat. I'm going to need to do some expansion down here because we are just eating all the heat down in this magma biome now, which is what happens when you drain heat from magma through tiles that we're using to heat this steam room for power. It's a good thing we set up this because that's actually giving us less and less power as time goes on since we need to get more heat out of it. Okay, did we set this up correctly? Yes, we did. Look at those rad bolts go. Fueling that engine, about halfway fueled. One of the problems you remember having when you played was that you didn't have any way to get rid of heat, so it's cool they add a mechanic for that. Oh, there's lots of ways to get rid of heat. Even when you played before, most of those ways involve this. Steam turbines. Steam turbines are the way to get rid of heat in this game. It's been that way for as long as I've played the game. And like overheating your base was an issue way back in the day, but making cooling loops with liquid that are cooled by a steam turbine and an aqua tuner is one of the ways that you get rid of heat in the game. I think I'm going to bring my guy back because I think I want to launch this guy. Yes. I want to launch this guy in our new rocket, although I think I probably won't launch it today, but I still want to start getting ready for that. Okay, that'll bring this guy back home. Every base heat death because water filtration. You didn't know how to get rid of the heat, but you still felt like you can give me advice. Well, if you look at the water pipes, this is one of the crazy overlays. A lot of what these pipes are doing are providing cooling for your base. So that is a thing that a lot of the experienced players will do to cool down their base. It looks like I'm still having a little bit of cooling issues over here. Maybe I just need to cool my ethanol further down. I have it at minus 15. What does ethanol freeze at? Ethanol freezes at minus 114. I'm going to go down to negative 30. Let's do negative 30. Maybe I just need to cool it down chillier. Sleet wheat needs... yeah, minus 55 to minus 5. So if we just get the cooling loop to be colder, I bet that will fix the issue we've been having. Remember there was a point where showers were a great way to get rid of heat? Oh, really? I'm curious. This rad bolt loot I made by accident. Can you store rad bolts in the move? Oh, you mean where I did this? Where this was going back and forth to itself? I don't know. I don't know if I want to mess with that either. Okay. Alright, I want this all stuff to be grounded right now. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to get this rocket built, but not actually get it launched today. Above this, I want the drill cone. Build a drill cone, and then we'll probably have like a single person. Well, I could probably get a space for it. Well, I still need power and batteries. How much stuff can we fit if I do a battery? Battery module. And then a solar panel above it. Will I have enough space for... goodness, it's zooming in and going up at the same time. Come on, game. Use water to soak up heat and then send it through the shower, which would output at a fixed temperature. Ah, I think I remember hearing about that. Spacefarer module. Okay, so I can't fit that. So I actually... looks like that's too much stuff. I can't actually fit a module. Can I do we need a guy on there, so like I can't do that. Looks like I maybe need to get rid of the battery. Cancel the battery module. Man, that's really cool. So if I instead do Spacefarer module. Whoops. Will I have space for anything else? I think that's the last. I can do one more, so I can have 2 more solar panels. I just won't have battery module for it. So that looks like the maximum I can do. Alright, looks like 2 more things there, and that will be filled. Oh, there, it's full. Okay, perfect. So now we can go back to going down for research. Okay. Well, that thing is going to get filled really quickly for research. All right, so I don't think we're going to get to do this today. We'll have, because next time we play, I'm going to have to set up the inside of the Spacefarer module, because there's a lot of stuff we got to build in there to make that actually inhabitable. Is our oxalite making? Our oxalite is not making. So let's, for the last little bit of time we have, let's work on getting this build finished. I will need to give you power. So that would be a power transformer. And then we'll need conductive wire. I think the conductive wire doesn't need to be enough steel. I hope I'm right about that. Gold will hopefully be enough for that. By the way, Radbolt engines consume 200 rad bolts per hex traveled. So 4,000 rad bolts divided by 200 is what? 20 hexes it can go? Is my math right? 20 hexes? So we can go out 10 and back 10, something like that. What am I making? Currently, this build this is going to be a steam room. I have a bunch of volcanoes that I'm taming that give me free materials, free metals, but they're really hot. So the plan, you know what, I'm going to need steel for the things to pick them up in here. The plan is to run the hot steel, or the hot metals, through a room that's going to turn that heat into power. I better start sending more steel over right now, actually. So that's what I'm currently building. Manufactured steel. I want to automate picking up the hot gold and aluminum and copper that is just made for free in the volcanoes. Send it through a room that's going to take the heat from these hot metals, transfer it into a bunch of water that will become steam, and the steam turbines eat the heat to give us power and
thanks for subscribing to the channel.
Lower the heat of the metals before we send it back here home. Hey, thanks for another gifted sub to Silly Hat Man. Appreciate it, Saucer. Looks like it'll work. Hopefully. Pretty cool build we're working on. It's fun. It's fun working on this late game stuff, and in Auction included, that's for sure. All the silly people getting all the silly subs. I'm going to let one more delivery here come in, and then we'll deselect this. One of the things I'm super psyched about is just the fact that we are now able to send materials between our two planets that don't have a teleporter between them. I feel like that's just a huge milestone that we've been able to hit this today. Being able to actually send materials back and forth without having to send a rocket. Just being able to, you know, shoot them with bullets. Interplanetary bullets is pretty awesome. Did I give myself a GG cookie time? Well, GG cookie time, that accomplishment. GG cookie time, we did that. I've had 1 or 2 GG cookie times today. Let's have another. There. I don't want to send all of my steel, but I do want to send everything that's in there right now. There we go. That should do it. All right. So these guys are sending the steel over. You can even see, when you look at the star map, the little bullets, it tracks their progress going to Cultival on the other planet. And for those who don't know, when it arrives here, it lands at this targeting beacon right there. The duplicants go pick that up, take it to this payload opener, which is basically a can opener, and delivers the materials to us. It's really cool. All right, what do we got? Pufflet or slickster larva. I mean, I guess I'll add more crazy animals down here. Slicksters is free oil, something. Tile back here so the oil's not leaking down into here too much. It's about time for cookies. It's always time for cookies, right? Okay. So this thing, let's get our cooling loop set up. So the cooling loop will be radiant liquid pipes made out of, we got plenty of copper. All the way across to there. An insulated pipe. Go up to there. So that will cool down our steam turbines. We'll set this to something like, oh, I don't know, 15 degrees. Maybe 20. And we don't have any polluted water in this for a cooling loop, so I guess we'll use... Is salt water or clean water better for a cooling loop? I don't know. Okay. And then we'll need the actual pipes. Oh, I did the plumbing for those coming out. Okay, so that's good. Wow, this is almost already ready, isn't it? I do need to pump a bunch of water in here. So the best way to do that, I guess since I just have access to all this salt water up here, I'll just use salt water in the cooling loop. I don't know if it's the greatest, but I can just extend this line down here. When cooking, salt water boils faster but freezes slower. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about how efficient it is for cooling. I'm just going to use it because I have easy access to it and I think it'll work. And that's good enough for government work, as they say. And I can actually start by dumping the water into here to get a start of a beginning amount of water. I don't want to do that. This will let us bridge it onto there. Do this. Cancel. Okay. Let's see here. So we're going to do a bridge there. But I'm not going to connect it yet. I'm going to first want water in this room. And actually, I need to pump all the gases in this room out of this room as well. So I actually need to set up a couple of gas pumps. There, because we need this to be an actual what's the word? Vacuum in here before we start pumping, start turning all the steam. Drop the massive saltwater pool on the magma. No thanks. No thanks. That'll just make a big giant pool of steam nastiness. Adding salt increases the boiling point. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to want to get... actually, I probably shouldn't even pump water in here until we... until I get the vacuum set up. So this is going to be how I get an initial amount of water in here, pump it into there, and then we'll set up the cooling loop after we start putting the water in here, I guess. What could possibly go wrong with dumping a bunch of salt water on magma? What could possibly go wrong? I can't think of a single thing. Oh, this is all a mess. I guess it's fine. This room is still considered a hospital, right? Yeah, it's just a hospital with water dumping on the ground. It's fine. Alright, we'll probably get the prep work about done with this, but I don't think we're actually going to finish this build today, because I am going to end Auction Not Include a little early today, because like I plan on doing for the rest of the week, I want to get some Storybook Brawl practice in each day, because the tournament is this Saturday. So, you know, probably a good idea to practice. All right. What's going on over here? So this rocket is built. That's cool. Cartographic module. It's really cool. All right, we're doing research here. Is dumping some junk on the ground whenever it's full, I guess. Probably fine. It's probably fine, right? Again, this is not a permanent thing because eventually this will just be done with all of our research and that won't be going anymore. Okay. Do I want to just queue up all the stuff that I'm going to need to build? Because I'm going to need in each one of these rooms a auto sweeper and a conveyor loader made of steel. I will queue those up to actually pick up the gold. I know what I also want to do. Because these things are going to be so hot, I kind of want to run them through insulated tiles as much as I can so that we're not just bleeding a bunch of heat into the galaxy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an insulated tile, basically track for the shipping conveyor rails to go through, because the whole purpose of this is to bleed off heat, and if we bleed off heat out in the world, we're just gonna boil our base, which we don't want to do. Gonna head out to the device. All right, thanks for hanging out, my friend. We'll see you later. Have a great rest of your night. Chat always trolling. Always be trolling though. I like this build though. This is gonna be a cool build. Dumping heat to create steam through metal tile in this room. I'm a little worried the metal tile... You know what I think I might need to do? I think I might need to intersperse this with some mesh tiles. So that gas... Because this is going to block the gas. Well, will that mess anything up? I'm worried about the distribution of steam inside this room. If I have this metal tile in the middle, I wonder if I should allow like an airflow tile or a mesh tile for water / steam to go from one side of the room to the other. Why the void space underneath? Well, I just wanted plenty of room to go back and forth through this room with the shipping things. These conveyor rails are going to go back and forth to dump temperature here. The purpose of the metal tiles is because I was told by somebody that if you run conveyor rails through the metal tiles, they'll dump their heat off faster. Now, I've not tested that before, but I feel like it makes sense that it'll transfer the heat quicker with the metal tile. Alright, so that'll slowly turn this into a vacuum, although... Yeah, it doesn't have this thing ready to go yet. Is that reachable? Yeah, it's reachable. I guess we're also kind of using this as a test. Will this build with metal tiles to transfer the heat transfer faster than, say, this build down here, where we just have a bunch of conveyor rails in the steam? You know, if you're worried about airflow, put the tiles at the bottom then. Yeah, that's true. It does transfer heat quicker. It also depends on what metal you use. Yeah, I guess I could put the tiles on the bottom. That's not a bad idea. They'll be touching the insulated tiles. I mean, we could also just make this room half the size and make it just be this size. That might actually be plenty. But I'd rather have too much room than not enough room. Let me do that. Let me redo these tiles as gold all along down here. And deconstruct all these. I think I like that idea. Double layer the insulated tiles. That's a good idea too. That is going to be a lot of heat. They'd be able to reach all this. Only if I do ladders up here. Okay, printables. Sure, whatever. Don't care too much about that. This pump might just do this all on its own by the before this thing even gets plugged in. Yeah, we'll probably have to finish this build on Thursday, though. Well, definitely, because the conveyor rails are going to take forever to build. Conveyor rails are like a higher level or higher tier of construction, so the guy who can build them will take longer to get them done. I will say at least this base seems to be able to be better sustainable and less of a pain to deal with than our second base was. Okay, and this I'm gonna have to work on. I'm gonna have to build this before I do my use our new Radbolt rocket. Hey, we got to see this thing in action. Igneous rock at 1300 degrees, 500, 400. So hey, I guess one of these volcanoes was actually active for a bit to push some magma down into there. Of all my builds, I think this is still my favorite. I love what this one's doing. I love this build. It's so cool. Okay. That will be reachable once they make all these metal tiles, I think. I will queue up the steel auto sweepers. I think we have enough steel for everything. So we want this to be able to reach... I guess we'll just do it like right there. Just needs to be able to reach all that stuff. And the same with this guy. It needs to be able to reach... Yeah, it gets pretty hot, doesn't it? Heat spike build is really nice. I really do like it. Hopefully that won't be too hot. Made of steel there. Okay. And then it'll also be the conveyor loader. Made of steel. Right there. I won't be able to reach there, so I guess I'll just put it right. Do we want to go down? We have insulated tiles there. I'll probably run it across some insulated tiles along this way or something. Something like that. Okay. You love a good lava blade steam turbine build? Yeah. It's the first time I've made one of those too, which is why it's my favorite. You know what? Thermal aqua tuner is not going to work if I move these down here. I guess I'll have to move my thermal aqua tuner down too. Which I really don't want to do because it's already got all the piping set up. If I do that, it'll still be doable. They can still move around in here. That'll be fine. That'll work fine. Okay. These guys will get a little hot, so I should make insulated tiles right there too. I should actually insulate this entire room. Like that. Put like a door there or something. Building broken. What building broke? I don't know, because it's a year of lag. Building broken. Oil well. Come on, let me click on it. Oh, what happened to this guy? Did it overheat? 79 degrees. It's made of lead. It probably overheated. Can I click on the damn thing? Why can't I click on it? Yeah, these things are probably overheating, aren't they? Oh, wrong element damage. Oh, what? Random polluted water is getting in here. Ugh, okay. Random polluted water. That was from leaking stuff a long time ago. You know, I'm gonna stop sending lead for a bit here. Because they're gonna need that lead to fix the stuff. Didn't overheat, it just had the wrong junk in there. Okay, we're gonna get some more lead on this map over here. Should all be reachable. As long as you do that. That's okay. As long as they're not pumping out anything but oil. Oh wait, it's because polluted water is going in instead of clean water. Oh my god, why is there polluted water coming through here? Oh, because we're pumping clean water. Uh-oh. Okay, that means back on home base. We are pumping polluted water through here somehow. How is this happening? This thing that I was worried about. That's what it is. Alright, well that'll clean itself out now. The polluted water they got in here at one point has caused a bunch of problems there. Okay. Well, yeah, mix of wrong element on a bunch of stuff there. Okay, well, I don't want to mess with that right now because that would take a lot of work to fix. So what I'm going to do, my friends, I'm going to save our game. We're looking really good. We'll be able to finish that metal cooling build on Thursday. But I am going to end the auction not included part of the stream so we can get a little storybook brawl practice in for the last hour. So if anybody's not going to hang out for that, hope you all had a good time and enjoyed the auction not included. But really quickly, let me do a swap over here just so we can get some storybook brawl practice in. So 1 second while I swap over, my friends.